Hey, so we went on a whale watch today out of Cortez. It's about like an hour and a half north of Seattle. We got lucky. We got on one of the two last trips of the year for the company Island Adventures. They have a pretty awesome new catamaran this year, the Explorer 5, and we got to go out on that on one of its last trips of the year. I have to say it was probably, I've been on a lot of whale watches, but it was like the best whale watch that I've ever been on. As far as boat goes, the boat was amazing. The conditions were incredible. That's just nature, but it was awesome. The ocean was glass. We were completely surrounded by killer whales. A little bit over an hour into our trip. And on our way out, we saw a bunch of porpoises, which are pretty hard to spot because they're so small and they move really fast. But the whales were crazy. We got to see J and K pod kind of mixed together there for a while. I've followed those whales since I was a little kid, believe it or not, on the East Coast. We don't really have killer whales over on the East Coast, but I definitely did my share of whale watching. So I'm used to seeing like humpbacks and minkies, and I've seen a finback whale, which was pretty wild. But these killer whales, these orcas, are very playful, and you see a lot in a short period of time. They're actually technically a dolphin, so they're quick and agile and curious. We had some spy hopping today, tail slapping, pectoral fin slapping, fluke slapping, a lot of upside down flips. Some of the acrobats, those guys are definitely acrobats. But it was really wild for me to be able to finally do that. I've waited a really long time. It's something I wanted to do when I was a little kid, come to the West Coast and see the killer whales, and I finally got to do it. I've seen killer whales at SeaWorld once. You know, that's obviously all trained acts. I'm not particularly fond of what's going on in that whole world of animal captivity, but it was really an experience to see them in the wild with their families, and I would highly recommend going out with Island Adventures. They do a AAA discount too, which makes it a little bit more affordable, but a killer day, and I'll make sure I put some footage up for you guys to take a look at. I took some video and pictures, so definitely go on a whale watch out here if you're out in Washington.